Hi, I would like to give you some tips for the new Novice Rise and Fall crowded mind. So, of course, it's a rise and fall, so we have the general topics of having rise and fall and so on. I don't want to go into too much detail on that. I would like to give you some other ideas which you might not think of in the first place. So, when we talk about waltz and line dance, obviously we don't have a partner to dance with. So, I always find it very handy to think about having the walls, not walls as in dance walls, but the walls as the room around you as your partner and the line towards there's a partner right there. So when you dance couple dancing, you have different situations where your upper body stays with your partner, but your lower body will have to rotate and go past the partner. And to simulate this in a proper way, I recommend using the walls as your partner. There are several occasions where this is really handy, like the diamond fall away, for example, where you want to try to have your upper body parallel to the wall and allow for your lower body to rotate and make sure the upper body stays parallel to the wall, locked in. Like this was the partner you're dancing with, and then only rotate your lower body. And of course, if you have to rotate the dance due to the dance steps with a rotation, then you have to turn. But in general, the diamond follow-away is a perfect example on how to do it. If you want to keep your shoulders and your upper body parallel to the wall, make sure your lower body is allowed to rotate. Once you hit the next wall, lock into this next wall, allow your lower body to rotate again. The same here, making sure to always have your upper body parallel to some sort of wall. And this is, I think, a big improvement that you can make in general, understanding where to isolate your hips from your upper body. I mean, it starts with the very first step already, where you have this curved step, and you need to make sure that you know where to use your lower body instead of your upper body to be able to really create tension in your back and have enough torque to go around and rotate properly. So same here. Make sure that your lower body is able to move independent from your upper body. Make sure it stays here. And the same for all the following steps as well. When you have the forward, sideward, backward action, same, the upper body stays parallel, allowing the lower body to move freely. There are several occasions where you don't do that. It's especially when you want to prepare for a turn where you can't risk having your lower body somewhere else than your upper body. It's really, really weird. Which, like here, preparing for the turn to the left, there's an occasion where you want to bring everything to the right just before then going into the turn. But also at the end of this turn, make sure your upper body parallel to the wall, lower body allowed to rotate further, and then with this développé, bring it forward. This is an occasion where you go towards a diagonal because it's not connected to a fluent movement like the other ones. Going back. And here as you go into this diamond fall away, or this half diamond basically, make sure upper body stays parallel, lower body is allowed to rotate further. There's a touch here, upper body stays parallel. This allows for your lower body to be able to twist properly back and forth. If you stay here, of course you can put in some pose, but especially for the backwards part, making sure that the lower body, the hip part, can move independently, or if you will, working against your upper body. Upper body stays strong and lower body is able to move against that. Same here. Lower body is moving, upper body stays parallel, not rotating back and forth. This, in all the dance throughout, gives you the chance to be strong, to have a steady image, not wiggling around, having a strong connection, in this case to the walls. Usually you would have the strong connection to your partner, bringing the partner to the outside or going to the outside yourself. And also it gives you so much more energy. I mean, if you look at the difference, just really easy without alignment, just moving around. Of course, I'm exaggerating here, moving around, and without strong connection to anything, you're just lost within the room. And this being lost in the room creates a weak image, but not only creates a weak image, but is weak as in you don't have the chance to really prepare for turns and certain movements, because it's just really loose in the whole sense. Whereas if you move your upper body always parallel with the walls, always, most times, and allow your lower body to twist. I don't want to say twist because it would be too much of this action, but in a sense, twisting through, as long as the upper body stays connected to this wall, it creates a lot of stability, not only in the image itself, but also within your body. And by doing this, you're much stronger. You're able to really work with your body, have strong connection, and have some substance to work with and work against. So if you don't do it, it's just loose, and it's like a bag just hanging there. But if you really know how to isolate your lower from your upper body, you give it so much more power and so much more to hold on to. Yeah, and that's basically my tip for you for the Novice Rise and Fall for 2024. Of course, all the other topics like proper rise and fall, footwork, don't step with your heel on 3. It's just such something which is so sad to see. Yeah, all of those things will help you to improve that and have a better image and better results, hopefully. So I hope you learned something. If you have any ideas for the next video, if you have any comments, any recommendations, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. So all the best.